Hello everybody, it's Lucas Mackintosh here and I'm back with some more WWF Warzone for the PlayStation 1, played here using a PlayStation 2. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out one of my retro Let's Play videos, I really appreciate it. If you are indeed enjoying my content and would like to see more, why not hit that subscribe button, because what it means for you lovely people is you will be instantly subscribed to my channel and notified every time I upload a new video, and I've got new content coming each and every single week. Okay, it's been a while since I've done some WWF Warzone, months in fact. I started a playthrough of this many moons ago as Goldust and I managed to complete it. I believe it was Goldust was, and I realised, you know what, I need to do more videos on this game. Now this game, I was having a little practice last night and my god, it's really difficult whenever I play as anybody else. It's one of those games that's extremely challenging, and I do like the system. Like, basically it's got this Mortal Kombat-esque battle plan, but it can be quite cruel because if you lose a match, obviously you go down, but sometimes you'll get grudge matches, and these are totally random. Sometimes they're cage matches or they're weapons matches. Now, if you get a cage match, well, for me anyway, it's like hell on earth because it's the most difficult thing ever, and you have to win those matches. Now, you don't go up, but it's kind of like a roadblock in your path to try to get to the WWF title. So there are two titles you can go for in this game, and you can win them both. The IC title, or the Intercontinental title, and the WWF World Heavyweight title. So I'm going to be playing as Stone Cold Steve Austin for this one. And yeah, I was going to do this last night, and I started filming it as a Let's Play, and I just couldn't get anywhere pretty much. I managed to get almost to the top, but I just couldn't beat the other opponents. It just became really difficult. So I had a really difficult pattern because, as I said, as you can see, this is the battle plan here. So I'm on the far right. So if I beat Goldust, then I take his spot, etc. And you move all the way up the tiers. But as I said, occasionally you'll get a challenge match or grudge match, and that can really make or break, because if you lose, you can go right back down to the bottom. It really sucks. So here we go, the first match, Austin versus Goldust. Anyway, hope you guys are alright. Thank you so much for taking the time to spend your time with me. It really means a lot to me that you watch my videos and stuff. Keep those comments and views coming. Really appreciate it. Alright, so I hope this hasn't crashed. It seems to be loading for a very long time now. Here we go. Right, so it's me versus Goldust now. Now, I'll just let you guys know, I have no idea how to do the Stone Cold Stunner. This is one of those games where you have to input button combinations most of the time to actually get anywhere. It does take some getting used to, and sometimes you can just spam the same moves over and over. Not all the time, but it is really useful. So yeah, I practiced this last night and I got almost to the top. I was in a cage match, ironically, with Goldust, and I just couldn't beat him. Like, no matter what I did, the AI was just so tough. There we go. So I'm going to make every effort now to try and beat this. I know I can do it. It's just going to take a lot of dedication. I just feel, I was like feeling really rotten because I'd spent so much time on it and just failed. So this time I'm in it to win it. As you can see, by pressing various button combinations, Austin can pull off various moves. Okay, let me just turn my TV down a bit. It's a little bit too loud. There we are, it's better. Don't want it interfering with my microphone. There we are. And what's great about this game is you can pull off some moves you don't even know how to do, so there's something for everyone here. And most people might think, well, you have to press buttons, you know, to do moves, like almost like in a Mortal Kombat style. How fun is that? Well, actually, the system works really, really well, and I was quite surprised. It took me about 5 minutes to get back into it, but once I did, I was fine with it. I do have to say, though, because I've been playing so much No Mercy, I do kind of want to, like, build up my meter. Like, build up the attitude meter, but there isn't one here. I mean, there's a little meter, like a little momentum thing underneath, but you can't, like, pull off a finisher that way, from what I understand. I've no idea how you pull off finishers in this game. I don't know whether you've got to be in a certain position or what, but that's the best thing like if you've never played this before, then you can just pull off the same moves, and it doesn't really matter in retrospect, to be honest. Look at Goldust, I'm making mincemeat out of him. I can only hope that I actually get good artificial intelligence today from the enemies, so if I don't, then I'm screwed. Because as I said, being Austin and being trapped in that cage, it can be very difficult to win whatsoever. There we go. Nice fisherman's suplex there. As you can see, basically, your life is represented by energy bars at the top of the screen, and the higher it is, obviously the better standing you're going to be in, essentially. Might be able to pick up the pin. There you go, just got the pin. So yeah, that's kind of how it works, and the idea is to deplete the other wrestler's energy bar until it goes down to red or orange, and sometimes you can get cheeky pins. Now different wrestlers will get up quicker than others. Some won't get up at all. It varies really. So as you can see, because I beat Goldust, I now take his place on the battle plan, and my next opponent is Farouk. And it also tells you who else is fighting and who's winning and losing. So we got the cast of legends there. You got Farouk, you got Mankind, you got Kane, Mosh. Okay, Steve Austin versus Farouk. Here we go. Let me just have a sip of my tea, guys, while he introduces. Oh my god! Oh, nice cup of tea. Oh, that's better. Welcome to the World Wrestling Federation. For over 50 years, the dominating. So yeah, this was like the Attitude Era. You got Farouk from the Nation of Domination. You got Rocky Maivia, who was just about to break through as The Rock. And by the time Attitude come out, he was then The Rock. So yeah, like Mosh and Thrasher, of course. But the funny thing about this game is all the wrestlers that you see in the sort of character select screen, you only get a select few of them in the battle plan, so it's a very mixed bag. And it's random as well, as is the grudge matches, so you never really know, as Forrest Gump said, you never know what you're going to get in this game. So I've had it where I've had like grudge match after grudge match, or I've had it where I've only had like about 3 grudge matches, which, so it is entirely random, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to get one. So, and if it's like, I don't know, if you start off with like a weapons or cage match, then most of them after that are going to be the same ones. So, you know, I don't think I've ever had like different ones one after the other. It's always been like the same for about 3 or 4 times, and then I've had a different one. So yeah, it's a bit strange that way. I'm knocking Farouk down. And look at that, I'm pulling off some killer moves here. As I said, the AI straight away is pretty dumb most of the time. It won't do anything, but as you progress up the ranks, it gets much harder to pin your opponent, particularly when you're in a confined space such as a cage. So you've really got to kind of fight your way up the roster. Okay, nice. As I said, the wrestling is surprisingly fluid, fast, and quite realistic as well. There you go. I can do this again. Okay, lovely. Okay, we're gonna just do this. There you go, finally. Got that to work. Now that move doesn't always work. You know, I've no problem missing the clothesline, but if you miss that move, you end up falling flat on your face, and it's not fun, to be honest, and then you become vulnerable. There we go. So the goal is, as I said, to try and complete the game with every wrestler. And also because the playlist is like so lonely right now. I only got like 4 videos in there, and I thought since I'm doing a lot of wrestling games anyway, I might as well just get this done. Oh, nice. Hammerlock. Come on, get up. Get up, Austin. So yeah, I really like this game. I have a soft spot for it. I think probably because it was probably the first proper wrestling game I ever played, but there's just something about it that's just so cool. I even prefer this to Attitude, even though Attitude has got all the entrances and stuff. I just don't feel it's got the same sort of vibe as Warzone had. You know, Attitude should have really been more like this, and they should have had like cutscenes and promos like this game had, but it doesn't, and that is what really disappoints me. There we go. Okay. Clothesline. Boom. There we go. Fist drop. Okay. There we go. Nice. Stunner. Sorry, a stun. I don't know why I said stunner. I guess he is stunned. Right, now he's on red, so this means I can pin him once I get him stunned. I could probably pin him just before, but I just don't want to risk it. There we are. Okay. Nice. Hit his chops. There we are. Put a hold on him. You can just punish your opponent. I don't know if there's a knockout on this game. I think you can they just keep going until you pin them. It's kind of how it works. There you go. Now where Farouk is, that's not where you want to be energy bar wise, because if that happens then you are dead. Essentially, you will get pinned quite easily, so it's all about conserving your energy bar and just trying to pull off a lot of moves, and there is a little bit of strategy to it, believe it or not. You will know that strategy comes into play when the game stops letting you perform clotheslines multiple times or like sort of certain moves, so it is quite clever that way. But yeah, played this for hours when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it. Okay. Thrasher dominates Kane. Yeah. Anything else? Goldust dominates Farouk. Okay. So my next opponent is Ahmed Johnson, essentially. Owen Hart dominates Sean. Okay, so Mosh and Thrasher are like near the top. So one of them could be the champion. They might upset the Undertaker. Only in this game will you ever see that happening. Right, now I'm against Ahmed, so I've got to get rid of him very quickly. As is the case. Yeah, just having a look at the back of this game. When was it made? It was made in 1998. Bloody hell, that's over 20 years ago. So, for anybody quite young watching this, this is what we grew up with, essentially. I mean, I did get to play at friends' houses the WWF games on the SNES, I believe. There was one I played. I can't remember which one it was. But I just didn't really know what I was doing because I never really played a wrestling game before. And then I think the one after that, my family actually got a Nintendo Entertainment System, and we got it quite late in its lifespan. And then somehow, I don't know how, we acquired a game called Tecmo World Wrestling, I think it was called, and that was quite fun. And I remember that game being awesome. And you could put in Game Genie cheats and stuff, because there was like an exercise sort of training montage before it, which you did, which made you stronger. If you put the cheats in, it gave you more training. So you could do like squats and push-ups and stuff, I believe. Amazing game. Come on. I remember it lasting like several hours, so you definitely got your money's worth. Kicking Ahmed. Come on. Ahmed Johnson gonna pay. Ooh. You kind of want to hit them when they're stunned as well, because this will have a knock-on effect on their energy. So as you can see, he's going down quite easily, surprisingly as well. The AI, as I said, can be very sort of spammy. Oh yes. And don't worry, I will have more No Mercy. Hopefully by the time you see this, I am going to continue on with that. It's a very long process, but the idea is I'm trying to get all the storylines done. on my channel and just unlock everything, because it's something I just decided to do as a side project. I thought, you know what, that'd be so cool to like do all the titles, unlock all the storylines and all the possibilities and stuff. Oh god. Nice one, Ahmed. That was actually a good reversal. I even love the reversals in this game. Like when your opponent gets the better of you, because one thing you don't want is anything that's, well, I find is anything that's too predictable, because there's no challenge then. This game is anything but predictable most of the time. Sometimes you can pretty much gauge whether you're going to win a match when you're on it. I mean, I know certain cage matches, I know if I'm going to win or not. Basically, right from how the AI acts, because sometimes it'll act really dumb, other times it'll just dominate you, and it's not fun. Oh, come on. So basically, again, the first title you win on this game will be the Intercontinental title. And then you will, I think you defend it in grudge matches, from what I understand. If you lose the grudge match, then you'll go down on the card. And then if you lose again, then you go right back to the beginning, I think it is. Come on, Ahmed, get up. Yeah. It's going down. It's got to be a really easy fight. Come on. There we go. Okay, can I pin him quickly? I'll try.
1, 2, 3.
There we go, I get the pin. Nice. Pin to win, that's how you do it. Fantastic. Yeah, look at Austin, he's just standing there, he's doing like a little dance. That's pretty cool. It's like early 3D graphics for you there, guys. Not bad. I'm climbing the ladder. Okay, my next opponent is the British Bulldog. And once I beat Bulldog, that middle tier is kind of where I need to be, essentially. That's my next goal, so that's kind of how it works. And then, so it's sort of mid-level. It's almost like you face a lot of opponents, and then it just slowly goes down to, once you're at the top, then you're at the top, essentially. So there's only 4 opponents on the next tier, but that could all change. Let's hope they don't throw me any grudge matches. Right, British Bulldog now. Here we go. Come on, let's get on with it. Okay, lovely. Here we go. There we go. The Bulldog is going down.
Against the ropes. Into the ropes.
Okay, come on.